I also got to bring you in on a convo that me and Deke had the other day that ended up going on for about 40 minutes by accident. He believes that Odell Beckham Jr. could change his temperament and will be a great fit for the Pittsburgh Steelers this season.
I never said it exactly like that. I'm a little curious now.
He was very curious, very intrigued at the thought of OBJ
curious.
to the Steelers. Because obviously OBJ had the private workout and stuff like that. And I think you said it was Dan Orlovsky came on, talked about OBJ, why he should come to the Steelers and how it fits and stuff like that. So what are your thoughts on Mr. OBJ? I know you were an AB guy, and they both were kind of in that same vein, you know, big personality, but dominant at times. How you feel about OBJ to the Steelers, man?
I think they're scared of Odell. You know, I think he still got that whistle.
What would they be scared of? I'm confused. What could they be scared of with OBJ?
They don't even let Pickett get off. Like, I mean, you know, like, come on.
GP, you are not going to be that just yet. Yes, you're capable, but you're not going to you're not doing that just yet.
They don't even let him eat like that. Yeah. Like, that's a big personality, another one to get. I don't see it. He's expensive. He's a lot. He's not a prima donna, but he's in the prima donna category.
He said less than 20, but more than 4. That's what we know. Less than 20 mil.
He want about 8.
He said he wanted less than 20, but he definitely wants more than 4 mil. He said 4 ain't it, but I'm not asking for 20.
Man, he want about 8.
I think
8
or
9.
It. Yeah.
8 or 9. That's
it's OBJ.
We got the space.
You know what that type of thing is.
He changes your team. He changes the personality.
Yeah, okay.
He changes how you act. All that. He do.
I mean, you saw what he did to the Rams.
I did.
That ain't enticing?
I get it. But
you don't think he could buy into the culture?
I just don't know if he can. I don't know. I'm not against it. I don't know if it.
What's your big hiccup there? What's your big hang up? What's making you say no and what's making you say yes?
I mean, you know, I love AB, bro. AB's my guy, man.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I always prerequisite with that. I just think
that shit, with all due respect. Whenever he about to talk AB, y'all know I'm an AB guy. Y'all know I love AB. AB was my favorite. I don't know if y'all know that AB's my number 1 receiver all the time. Just in case y'all didn't know. But all right, we got it out. The prerequisite is out there. With all due respect, I don't mean to hurt your feelings. Anything, it's not you, it's me. But I got you. All right, we good.
And that's it. To be honest, it's right. It just don't. This thing can go bad.
Yeah.
This can go bad.
Go nuclear. You know? Yeah.
This can go wrong. So it's like, I just think the fear of it going wrong is a bigger fear than. I think you feel like, man, let's see what else we can do. Before you just go give an $8 million, $9 million receiver, I think you go see what that boy from O State ran today. You go see what he talking about.
Okay.
You know. You go see what that boy from the TCU talking about.
Okay.
You know, like you just go check in on some stuff.
But isn't it slightly different because of it being Odell? Odell isn't like a regular receiver that we talking about. We know Odell is in a different class.
I mean, is he? I love Odell. Is he?
At this stage, where would he be on our receiver depth chart today?
I'd like to know that.
3.
Where would you put him at? Deke, you said 3?
Yeah.
All right, Deke got him at 3. Where would you put him?
He's nobody's 3.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like 3 behind who?
He's nobody's 3.
I'm trying. Yeah, I'm listening.
He's not nobody's 3. He's a 1. He's everybody's 1. He's a 1.
It's like, bro. I like Pickens a lot. I like the upside with Pickens, but Pickens ain't gave me anything that Odell that like.
I seen Odell catch that one-handed that night. I seen Odell in the Super Bowl getting off.
I just seen Odell do something stupid. Like, bro, you can't guard this one-on-one. Like, bro, he went and snagged that. Yeah, that missed the one hand. That's missed the one hand. He the one. I'm gonna grab that thing facing this way and snatch it like both hands.
I just think Odell's value's down coming off these injuries.
Yeah.
I think Odell still thinks he's Odell. And like he still probably is Odell. But you can't get Odell
for 17 weeks.
Yeah. You can't say stuff like I only want to do the playoffs. Yeah. You can't say stuff like $4 million is not enough. You really can't even say them type things right now. You're not in that type of driver's seat.
Yeah. I think Odell comes in. Though. He definitely feels like he's still in that.
And that's where I think he's getting confused. Like, he comes in here, and that's what makes him dangerous, because you're not getting those targets you were usually getting either.
Yeah.
You got to come be a system guy. You got to come be maybe that too. You got to think Odell went to Cleveland and had a bad time in there, you know?
It
so
worked for him with Cooper Kupp, though, with the Rams.
Yeah,
but they were winning a lot, though.
At the crib, too.
Oh, it is
he was
LA.
Waking up in that sun every day, too. We talking about you got to go into every. He gonna wake up in them cloudy Pittsburghs, and I love Pittsburgh, but he gonna wake up in them cloudy Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah, still hit different, yeah. When it's cold, when it's dark
them
going in,
days,
dark coming out, yeah.
He have a little attitude, like you got to deal with that.
Hey, no, it'd be real like that, man. You get to like week 13, it's like, yo, it's dark around the clock, bro, and we practice indoors. I don't see the sun. Yeah.
And I'm not getting the ball like I want to.
Bro.
What are we doing?
Facts.
What are we doing? Like, I just think it's so much more going to it. I could see Odell doing something like, and I know you'll love this, but Buffalo.
Hey, come on, man. You already know what it is. You already know he's on the radar up there. This not that show. This is the Steelers show, so I can't talk. I didn't want to talk that, but he definitely on the radar. He definitely on the radar.
I've been on the New York train. Don't sleep on it.
Well, remember, Rodgers won him. That was one with the knee he won. He was like, let me get that one.
Even the Giants, he's been talking about going back to
New York Giants. Both teams, yeah.
I think don't sleep on somewhere like the Saints, you know. I could see them going back home, but to me, I could see one of them. Like, I just think it got to have a bigger story. Like, I don't know if the Pittsburgh story is, if it fits right now, you know. Okay. And they do got, no. I don't know if the story fits. Don't be surprised if somebody like Miami and he give him a chance. Like, here, I'll take this $2 million or $3 million over here for the love. Let me get this. He'll do something like that.
He would eat there, though, because he'll be, with the offense they got down there, yeah.
I'm just more saying, like, he'll give that a low deal. But somebody like Pittsburgh, you're going to have to pay it like $9-10 million. Yeah. You can go get a college dude for that. That's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. It's a lot.
And to everything you're saying, like, I don't want the situation in Cleveland popping up here where every time Odell's in, you feel like you're trying to force him the ball in the offense. It goes stagnant, especially with Kenny. I just want Kenny straight up making the right reads and strictly trying to move the ball.
Where they're at right now, I agree with you completely. Where they're at right now, they need to grow up a superstar. They don't need to bring in a superstar. They need a superstar to grow up from within. Like, you're the superstar. We grew up together.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like that Le'Veon situation worked out.
We watched it. Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
It grew up to be a superstar. It didn't get, even AB, it grew up to be a superstar. It didn't get in as a superstar. Yep. Like, when you bring in it's a lot. It's just a lot more going to that. Those don't always work.
Yeah, because you do have to make sure that thing is getting fed, and you typically force feed it when it is brought in, whereas when it's homegrown, it already has experienced not being the guy. It knows what it's like. It's just a different vibe to it. I'm with you. Yeah.
And we've been talking about how literally every move the Steelers have made over these last like 2-3 years, and even this offseason, is going the opposite direction of what bringing in Odell would entail. Like, we're trying to get less noisy headlines, anything like that. Whereas you bring in Odell, you're getting the opposite of that. You're going backwards in a way. Like,
it's a big personality.
You got rid of you don't have Juju anymore. You don't have Claypool. You don't have these guys that, just little things, right or wrong. There's things that pop up. And I feel like our teams, like you said, even too, we're like flying under the radar. We're making these moves, and we got like these blue collar guys, no nonsense guys in the house.
I mean, I agree with you. I agree with you completely.
I like it.
Literally agree with you completely.
I'm curious about it. Orlovsky brought up some good points, and I didn't know, like, Odell was a little older. We didn't hear people about him out with LA. Won the ring there. Someone brought up in the chat he has a kid, like, a little more mature. Can he accept the wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3 role and just go along for the ride with a good organization? But I mean, the way you guys are talking, if that's not going to be the case, I don't want him here.
And we're not saying that it couldn't happen. It's just
you run the risk. You run the risk.
Yeah. Like, could he get into a scenario where he's like, I'm cool being the 2 right now. I'm going to get my stock back up. I'm just trying to go get me another ring. It could work like that. It could.
But I don't think he takes that discount here.
Yeah.
It
has to be like way sexier. Yeah.
That's like New York here. I'll take the free look. Or that's like, a Buffalo here. I give you this. I just think that's that one piece away type person. Like, all right, you got anything else in here? I'll come give it to you.